Hey, you. You want to buy some wheat? Hello, and welcome back to the Afterlife SMP. It's your boy, G to the P. I've been busy. I've been real busy on the server, and one could say that I was a busy bee. Because in the last little while, I've been working on getting these bees into these beehives. All right, okay, I'm just going to acknowledge now, that was a terrible pun. So in the first episode, we claimed all the beehives in the server, or at least most of the ones at spawn. But bees, why bees, GP? Well, that is quite simple. And for my next trick, I need to have you guys call me David for just a second, okay? Because I want to show you something special. And if I just grab some wax here, you can call me David because this is my copper field. Hey? This is, I warn you in advance, this is going to be the episode of puns, okay? So just brace yourselves. But yes, this is my copper field. And why copper? What's the deal with copper? Well, we need the wax so we can wax it. And why are they all 4 blocks apart, you might also be thinking? Well, that is because I learned recently that in order for copper to oxidize quicker, it actually has to be split apart. And what I'm doing now is just going around and turning all of the weathered versions of these into the waxed, weathered, cut copper. It's not gonna be easy, but somebody's gotta do it. And then for any of the ones that are like way too oxidized, we can actually just right click it and shave off the oxidized part, add wax, and then take it back. And just for the sake of the video, let's get the achievement. So wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, my block. We've finally connected everything in the nether to the nether roof, and somewhere in the distance over there is the stronghold. And yes, this is the right one. So we just recently had the Ender Dragon fight, which was very eventful, let me tell you. What ended up happening was, not your traditional end fight. Like, there's a lot of fire around here, so we ended up installing a data pack to make the end fight a little bit more interesting, because having 20 people just kind of shoot their arrows and stuff at the dragon isn't that fun. So we had the bright idea of adding phantoms as well as TNT. And you can only imagine what happened next. No.
We got this.
GG. Oh, watch out. Oh, watch out, Winter. Here I go.
Capers might have lost like all her stuff.
Oh my lord, guys.
You got this, Jay. You got it, Jay.
Justin, this is not good. Okay, just in case.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, watch out.
Oh my god.
You both, we gotta cover the island. That's the only way.
We have to cover it.
That's the only way. This is bad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so immediately after the Ender Dragon fight, obviously everyone went out and got their elytras, got their shulkers. I have yet to do that. I'm probably going to do it in a little bit here, but I just wanted to show off the Enderman farm that Puff built. I think it's really cool, and it's very simple, right? Like, I have a couple tutorials on my channel that I've done Enderman farms before, but his is surprisingly straightforward, and I quite like how easy it is. A couple days ago, I got a looting 3 sword, so I just wanted to do some more enchanting and hopefully get sharp. I was gonna combine it, but that's the perfect sword, literally right there. All right, well then I'm gonna unenchant this one, the one with looting on it. I'm gonna see if I can't get fire aspect. To me, the perfect sword is fire aspect and looting 3. Bane of arthropods. Alrighty, well, I got a bit of work to do for this next little section of the video. Oh, and by the way, I did get a fire aspect 2 smite 4, so I'm going to try to combine those, see if I can't get a fire aspect and get rid of the smite. I think it's possible, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, I got to gather some materials, so let's do a quick little montage. Alright, so I'm taking Gippy over to spawn. We have all of our resources gathered. We're going to start working on our shop. And it's actually been a few days since I last recorded that clip. And a lot has happened in real life. And one of the things that has sort of happened is I injured my wrist. So I am currently wearing a cast. And so it's going to make this episode be a little bit more clunky, a little bit slower, because it's hard to play a game at the same time as you have a sore broken wrist and a cast. It seems we've got, Kenny has given us a free book for a voucher for his free book and a free name tag, which is perfect. We're going to claim that in just a second. But a lot has happened, too. That's kind of why I mentioned that I haven't been playing much. But when Gibby and I made our way over to spawn for the first time, I've been kind of going back and forth, moving supplies. A lot has happened. A lot has happened. Yeah, I'm behind. I'm falling behind fast on the server in terms of gear. But also this. Gippy, here, just turn around and look at this for a second. What do you see? Do trust the DMCA, GP, and Ash. Hey? Oh, that's pretty good, eh?
Hey. Hi.
Alright, let's have ourselves a peek around spawn, see where everything is. Looks like Hugh Bones is busy over there. And most of spawn is starting to shape up, really. I think the plan is at some point to put a river through here. Not sure if that's going ahead. So we've got a couple of candidates, I think. We could do right here. Right there, like perhaps right next to this shop even. We could do right next to Art's shop with a little walkway in between maybe. Or I think this pathway just kind of naturally goes that direction. So maybe we could continue this path outwards. And, oh, it looks like somebody might be working over there. Alright, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Alright, so the cattle shop is now finished. Look at that. Pretty nice, hey? It's a very, very interesting design. So it's actually supposed to be like a giant candle with like wax and stuff dripping off the side. I'm sure from the time-lapse you could probably get the sense that that was what it was, but just in case you couldn't. This is the Wicca Candle Club Get Lit. That's our slogan. Get lit, right? Because we are with the cool kids. We're several years late to the party, but we are still cool. Get lit. That's what the cool kids say, right? So I designed the interior, and this is what we're selling. We are selling honeycomb, 3 diamonds per stack. We've got 2 barrels just sort of empty, and we've got candles for 3 diamonds a stack. Now, 3 diamonds a stack, is that too expensive? You tell me. I'm kind of curious. Do you think 3 diamonds is too much? Or maybe we should go a little bit cheaper. I'm going to start at 3, possibly move it down to 2 because we have a ton of this stuff. And people are going to be needing it for their copper, which I used in the background here. This is the last of my copper from the copper field. And I am no longer David. No longer David Copperfield. It's a sad day, unfortunately. But I have implemented a very cool system that, I think it's pretty neat, where I take... Oh, my inventory's full. But if we just take all the honeycombs here, what I kind of implement is I put hoppers in behind these barrels, and then I put some chests in behind. So we can load up our items, and then they'll automatically flow into here like that, which is pretty cool. I think that's a clever way of stocking it so that we never really have to be here in order to stock it. And did you see what I did there again? I said be here. Yeah, once again, episode of puns. And so what do we have up on the second floor? I've got sort of a staircase, a little bit janky, and then a overlooking balcony. This isn't really the main entrance. I really want people to enter through the main door, which is at the bottom. But there's a reason also that we're going to be doing the second floor, and that's because I'm setting up a clubhouse for people who want to join the Wicked Candle Club. I'll talk a bit more about what the Wicked Candle Club is in a couple of episodes, but for the time being, it's open, it's ready for business, and I am looking forward to people getting their wax on. Getting their wax on. Oh, getting their wax on. Oh, man. So I've noticed here at Tink's shop that, just over here, Justin and Tink have been getting into a bit of a kerfuffle over who is selling the cheapest rockets. And Justin is selling rockets for 1 diamond for 3 stacks of rockets. Pretty good price. I actually bought him out for most of the diamonds that I had. I bought that. And then over here, Tink has discount rockets, 4 stacks for 1 diamond. Now, I'm a little concerned because these prices are so cheap and so lucrative that I'm afraid we're in a bubble. We're in an economic rocket bubble. So with my last remaining 8 diamonds, we are going to buy this barrel. I should have counted how many there was. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Something like that. And that only cost us 5 diamonds. 5 diamonds for all those rockets. My goodness, we are definitely in a bubble. Oh, look at this. More rockets. 1 diamond for 4 stacks. All right, so we'll just take 3. Stock up now while they're cheap. But now that I own my own candle store and I have this like insatiable desire to purchase things at a discount price, I kind of feel like one of those soccer moms, you know, those moms that drive those Pontiac Montanas all around and shuttle their kids to and from soccer, and they bring orange slices at halftime, and they're always there to volunteer their time for the activity that their kid is. If you can't tell, like, this is way too real to me. Anyway, I've got some time now to focus on this. Holy smokes, this is a mess. This is our next project, guys. So I have all these shulker boxes, right? So let's put all these away to start. I have all these shulker boxes that are just loaded to the brim with junk from the shop that we just built. And I have a bunch of chests here from not a shop that I built. These are just stuff that I've been hoarding. And I have farms scattered all over the place. I've got bees over here, trees over there, beef and mutton over there. It's a real disaster. It is a natural disaster waiting to happen. So what we're going to do now, we're going to focus on organizing these chests a little bit better into shulker boxes. And then I'm going to pack up our stuff, and then we're going to take it over to a new base location, which I have picked out. I'll talk about why I'm moving bases in a second here, but first we have to sort out all of our stuff. Or actually, you know what we'll do? We'll stick it all into these shulker boxes that I purchased, and then we'll just shove it all into the backpack. You know, just like going to school. You know, like not the first day of school, but the 800th day of school. Right? You've got all your paperwork. You just shove it in the backpack. You just keep stuffing it in there until your backpack either rips, or you manage to get all the stuff into the backpack. Gippy has just decided that he wants to come into the Nether. Gippy, we're going for an adventure. We're going to a new base location. You should be excited because you You traveled with me for the first little bit on our adventure, but now you don't want to go back through the portal. You silly little feline. Oh no, a canine. Canine. You know, something else I noticed about Gippy was that in Broken Pixel, or one of the new members here on the Afterlife server, which, by the way, if you want to apply to Afterlife, you're more than welcome to. We've got a link in the description. You can click on that, fill out the form, watch the video. Come join us. We're looking for a couple new people to join. But anyway, Broken Pixel, one of the new guys here on the server, he lost his dog Benji on his first episode. And I noticed some stark similarities between Benji and Gippy. Both of them are canine dogs, like Gippy is. And they both have a yellow collar. And I'm a little concerned that Benji is actually Gippy. So, I'm gonna have to keep Gippy safe. I think Broken Pixel might be trying to come after my dog, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. So, Gippy is we're gonna have to, at our new base location, we're gonna build you a proper dog house. Anyway, got all the chests all torn out. Let's take all of these shulker boxes. I don't have enough shulker boxes. We need more. And I'll actually have put a couple of them at the shop at spawn, so we're empty. We are fully empty on this. But let's go take a peek at our new base spot. We're going to take Gloppy for a ride. I don't know if I showed off Gloppy yet, but Gloppy is a true stud, a stallion, if you will. Oh, no, there we go. He rides like the wind. He rides like nobody's business, and I really like Gloppy for that. He jumps like a potato. He doesn't jump at all. And potatoes don't jump, so he's a potato. And yeah, so anyway, the adventure we're going to take, that's our base over there. We're just going to drive in this direction. We're going to ride Gloppy over here. And part of the reason why we're moving bases is because of the landscape and how flat it is over there. It's going to take a ton of work to do the base that I have in mind. I figured it would just be a lot easier if we moved bases instead of trying to terraform over there. All right, so we're going to set up shop somewhere around here. Once again, just another storage chest monster, but this time nearby the village. And if there's any villagers that have survived, but oh, there are a couple. Okay, we might just captivate a couple, just because I've never really done villager trading and stuff in this game before. But yeah, this landscape looks a lot flatter, a lot more like what I'm looking for in a base. Flat, smooth, silky, soft. All descriptive words of the plains. Okay, so nighttime. Let's first find a bed, which I didn't bring. Okay, we're flying back. Boop. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. And if we aren't careful, this area will turn into what that area was previously. A mess of... just a mess. An absolute disaster. So Gloppy is going to have his own residence over here next to the creepers. Actually, let's see, can't we... just get rid of these guys. Alright, Gloppy's going to have his own residence right in the water puddle. And we'll just make sure that he can't escape. Not like he's going to go anywhere. He can't jump! There we go, Gloppy. You're going to live forever in a watering hole. And there we go. All the chests have been moved. They're all sitting lovely in my inventory. I actually found an entire stack of candles just through sifting through all this junk. So we're going to throw this back over at spawn. I'm actually missing an entire stack, so that's a good thing. But anyway, let's talk about the guiding principles for how we're building our base this season. I know this is only episode 3, and normally people mention this on episode 1, but it's taken me a bit of time to kind of come up with these. And by a bit of time, I mean literally like 5 minutes. I just wrote these down on a giant sign here. Have a look. So, guiding principles. A few ideas for base building. 1. Simple life. What does that mean? What does simple life mean? Well, it means we're living off the land. It means we are living simple. For some, that may be lame. Some people want to see it go big. Some people want to see it go crazy. But I want to take it light. Light and breezy. You know, like those light salted chips? I want to take it light. 50% less sodium. Number 2, robust transport. That means no elytra. It's quite simple. If we're doing the simple life, no elytra. I'm going to still have it on for just general movement's sake, but I want to build networks of transport such as rivers, ponds, minecart rails, all of the sort of easy stuff that kind of gets overlooked late game. Number 3, share excess. So this is a principle about sharing what I don't need, what I'm not using. And that could be in the form of a shop. It could be in the form of little deals with other members. It really varies. Share excess. When I build a farm, if I have extra gold or extra iron, share that. That's kind of what this one means. Slow is steady. It is a marathon, not a sprint. What causes burnout is you're going too fast, you work too hard in too short of a time, and you get tired, you get burnt out. That's what I want to try to avoid. I mean, it might happen. If it does, well, then I'll deal with it then, but slow is steady wins the race. So these are just a couple of the guiding principles, and I actually added a 5th one because I thought this is probably one of the most important. Enjoy. Right? Like, I don't do YouTube full time. Like, I make no money on YouTube here. So it's purely a hobby that I do in my free time. And if I'm not enjoying it, like, what am I doing? Right? What am I doing? So enjoy. That's kind of the last guiding principle. So 5 principles. We've got simple life, robust transport, share excess, slow is steady, and enjoy. These are the GP's guiding... Oh, GP, guiding principle. Oh, that just clicked in my head. Guiding principles, a few ideas for base building. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me here on this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the shop down below, if you think it should be 3 diamonds or 2 diamonds, whatever you think, for the honeycomb. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.